That's right.
It takes a lot to make a stew. Pinch of salt and laughter too. A bunch of kids to add the spice. A dash of love to make it nice. And you've
I am
got
surprised you can remember this much of
too many cooks.
I am surprised you could remember any of Too Many Cooks.
Welcome to the podcast where we talk about everything and anything that comes out of the crap chute. I'm your host, JD, and this is my co-host.
And I'm your host, James, aka Jimmy. It just works like that. Introduce yourself, co-host.
It's me, JD.
That's right.
I'm your host.
And this is the
for this
podcast where we talk about anything and everything that comes out
and
of
I'm
the
with
crap chute.
my friend and co-host. Introduce yourself.
Friend, co-host, and pain in the ass, James. Or
Yes,
Jimmy.
I call him James. Other people call him Jimmy. It just works like that.
It's weird.
A lot of things has happened this week, James.
Things have happened this week.
Well, actually, a lot of things happened in the past 2 weeks because it's been that long since we've done an up-to-date podcast recording. Because the last episode was a pre-recorded one from way back when, and now it's a little bit updated. And I just want to start things off before we dive into the crap shoot. I want to start things off with a thank you for watching the channel videos and stuff. It means a lot to
gremlins. I know I said I would just keep that in the last episode, but I couldn't help myself.
Yeah. Anyway, big thank you. Didn't think I would actually pick up
guys.
any traction at all, but now I have the same number of subscribers as James here, so we're catching up with
You have
the times.
5 subscribers?
You have 12 subscribers, James.
I have 12? What the fuck?
Yes, you do.
Who the fuck is following me? What are you here for?
You have 12, and now I have 12. And now we both have 12. 24 collectively.
Sounds like I need to make the ultimate decision right now.
And you're going to quit the podcast and make your own.
Nope.
And then, like,
Just
on
give
your
me a
podcast,
second.
I'm going to be like, I'm your co-host, JD. No, so big thank you. If you do watch the podcast, then
Boom.
that's
I
great.
just did it.
That's awesome. It's every Sunday the podcast comes out.
You should really update your
yeah.
account so you can see what's new.
Yeah, James. So there's even more good news.
I'm resubscribing. I couldn't do that.
There's even more good news. I finally made a video that has surpassed my hentai video in terms of views.
Impossible.
Thank God, Jesus. So
Is it,
if you
I'm down
guys
the
didn't
Gorgon?
know, if you are a new viewer and you didn't know, what has been plaguing me for the past 2 months since I started this channel was that I made
shit, 1.4k views?
Yes, I have a video that has over 1,000 views. So thank you
Fuck
so
yeah,
much for
JD.
watching. Yeah, hell yeah, dude. I pretty much
Fuck
made it big
yeah.
time. It's a number that's large enough to make a good friend jealous and maybe want to quit a podcast that they might be doing with one of their friends
Fuck
that
no.
is more successful than Just kidding. It was just one though, but thank God it's at least something that isn't.
And I hope you get
hentai.
more of those, though. It looks like those are some of your best videos. I mean, like,
For sure.
best for, like, viewer-wise, so that'll
Yeah.
really help bring people in. I hope those get more popular. And
Yeah,
with
dude.
Phasmophobia being very popular right now, I hope that gets something, too.
Yeah, I think one of the I've already done editing the first one. It's going up like either Monday or Tuesday. I don't quite remember when I scheduled it for, but yeah.
I'm
Anyway,
surprised
though.
you were as kind with the title for Phasmophobia as you were by only saying Dumb and Dumber, not dumb and literally inept.
Oh well, yeah. You know, I'm just a nice guy like that. You know.
Floyd.
Yeah. So thank you for the views, and the people who did stay and are gonna watch some more. There's more that's gonna come out. I'm pretty sure I upload like daily now because whenever I just have free time. So my schedule is kind of like on the weekends I record like 7 videos for the weekday, and then over the course of the week I edit them and then schedule them to be uploaded, and that's kind of how it's gone so far. And I gotta say, man, it doesn't actually take a lot of time for me to do it because they're all kind of low effort. Most of the time, they're just gameplay. But it works. So why not? But you know what I am still waiting for, James?
What?
The first abridged episode.
I I have hit a block with that where I'm struggling to find like proper things for it, but I can show you a small clip of it if you'd like to see.
Yeah, sure. Maybe after the podcast.
Yeah.
Would love to see it after that. Anyway, so I guess we're gonna jump into the crapshoot now. And let's talk about some things that do belong in the crapshoot. And I
The
guess
abridged series.
for, first one up on my list is James's channel. It's in the description.
Ooh.
Oof. No, it's
It hurts because it's true.
no, it's iPhone came out. iPhone 12, I think. And I
Oh,
saw
is that out?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow,
At
they
least I
didn't
think you
really
can
give
order
us
it
any
now.
fanfare for it, huh? I haven't heard a fucking thing about it.
I don't know, but I saw videos on it, and I think the most expensive thing you can buy it as, like the iPhone 12 Pro with like warranty and stuff, is like, I'm not sure. It's maybe around $1,500, I think,
Jesus Christ.
for a phone. Yeah, and yeah,
Dude, fuck that. I'm just getting the new Motorola Razr.
it also doesn't come with a charger and
Ooh,
jack jack port. I think something like that. I think
why are
they
they
have like a
removing
little
features?
They have like a little notification about like due to in order to like preserve the environment or whatever. We're
Fuck
not
off. It's
including those
not. It
things.
is so not preserving the environment. It is
Yeah, dude.
doing nothing for the environment.
Dude, don't you know Apple loves the environment? They love it so much that they
Apple
abuse it
need it.
like a family member, like a close family member. Yeah, so there's that. It's been pretty crazy.
Um,
Yeah.
I found a new podcast that I am way too obsessed with. I've been listening to it while editing,
Is
and
it
it's
called
made me.
Crapshoot? That comes out every Sunday? Like and subscribe.
Whoa, no, because it's not on Spotify.
Oh, okay. I
Or
have
is
something
it?
to say about Spotify, but after you talk about after you talk about your podcast thing.
Uh, it's made for some reason while listening to this while editing the abridged. It's made me want to make the abridged not funny but make it serious for some reason. So I have to stop listening to it while editing. But it's called The Orphans, and it is fucking amazing.
The orphans?
Yeah, it's a
Like orphans as in children who don't have parents?
exactly.
Okay.
It's a audio drama about well, I don't want to spoil it, but it's four so far there's four different seasons.
So you're gonna give like a synopsis?
Yeah,
Okay.
basically in the first season we follow a group of survivors who have crashed, but they can only remember their names. They're currently
Yeah.
stuck on an abandoned planet while being hunted down by some creatures and accompanied by a robot who can barely remember anything except their functions.
Walter?
Hmm?
Daniel?
Daniel. uh the second
Michael
season
Fassbender?
Michael, yes,
He's the
I got
robot?
what you were going.
Yeah.
I like how in the second Prometheus movie, what was it? Fucking Covenant? Yeah,
Yeah, Covenant.
Alien Covenant or some
It's the
shit.
sequel.
It's all right. I like how to make Michael Fassbender's robot characters look different, they gave him a super American accent
Yeah, they
and
don't
made
look
him like a
different. They just have
foot
different
taller.
accents.
He's like a foot taller, but it's also so weird when they're standing next to each other because it's just they're the same.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
you
Michael
get what I'm saying.
Fassbender. It's
It's
Michael
like
Fassbender teaching Michael
Michael
Fassbender how to
Fassbender had to
play a
play
flute.
flute.
It's That scene cracks me up all the time, dude. I haven't
It's
actually seen the movie. I've seen clips of it, and that's the one clip I've seen. I'm like, Jesus, that's funny.
that scene is so hard not to laugh at. Like I like the movie, but man, did they do a shit job with that scene? I like how at the
What do you mean? The
beginning of
scene's a masterpiece, dude. I don't know what you're talking about.
I like how at the beginning of the movie they introduce us to James Franco as a character and immediately burn him alive
Oh yeah, I remember.
in like
I
less than a
forgot that James
minute.
Franco's in that movie.
He's in the because there's so much like behind the scenes stuff. Like they made a bunch of like little short videos and stuff leading up to the film's release
Yeah.
of like the crew hanging out with each other and James Franco's in all of those and it's like,
Yeah.
well, why did you even get him in general?
It's like in one of those clips, he's sitting in his $1 million mansion. He's like, strawberries. And then it just quick cuts to him getting burning alive in his capsule.
But yeah, the second season of Orphans follows fuck. Oh, it follows a technician working alone on a planet with a robot to help create new life and stuff.
Ooh,
But
is the technician's name Matt?
no, he's named. Well, I can't say his name.
Oh, is it a spoiler if you say his name?
It's a spoiler for the first season. Yeah.
I knew it was James Franco. All right, next.
Shit. How did you know?
Ah, I
uh,
thought.
actually, wait. No, I can't say his name. It's Gilroy.
Okay.
But you'll figure it out. Never mind. In the third season, we follow a detective.
Ooh.
Oh wait, shit. There's 5 seasons, aren't there?
I don't know. I don't.
Technically,
I don't listen to the
no. Sorry,
podcast.
I was just thinking about. Technically, there's a mini season where it's like 6 minute episodes
Ooh,
because they're
six
all
minute
like,
crafts.
yeah, they're all like usually 30-minute episodes, but there's like a 6 minute one called the expose where it's like a political drama. There's
Wow,
a.
I love political dramas.
It's actually not that bad. I know. It's not
Yeah,
that bad.
yeah, okay.
The detective one is really good. It's one of my favorites. And then there's a last one where we follow two podcast hosts.
So it's meta.
It's basically me and you, and if we had a third person that we yelled at.
So a third person who we just pick on.
Yes,
Okay. Maybe
that is
maybe we should
literally.
get that's gonna be our first guest on the podcast. A person we just pick on. Maybe we should bring on Noah and then just
We should.
roast him on his
Oh,
improvisational skills. Be like, Noah, listen, I know you're a great guy and everything, but you're like unfunny as fuck, dude.
oh,
I'm just kidding, Noah.
Jesus.
I'm just kidding, Noah. You're actually really funny. It's just that maybe D&D is just not the thing for you, you know? Maybe you should have stuck to those theater lessons.
I don't think he took theater lessons.
I don't think he watches the podcast, so it should be fine. And I don't think he's going to watch it in the future either, so I think it should be fine. Right?
Oh shit, there he is.
Like a year later, I'm going to get a comment on this video be like, yo, JD, what the
Finna
fuck?
die.
What the hell, dude? Why are you calling me out like that?
The fuck, dude.
That's messed up.
Anyway,
All right, podcast, yeah.
yeah, it's really good. I suggest anyone that wants to listen to like a good drama that'll take them like a day or two to get through. Oh fuck.
Yeah.
I suggest you give it a listen. It's really good.
I guess if you're craving something serious, unlike this podcast that comes out every Sunday, like and subscribe, then you should go check that out. What was
Are
it
you
called
talking
again?
about the Crapshoot podcast that comes out every Sunday?
I am talking about the Sunday podcast Crapshoot, hosted by
and
me,
subscribe.
JD,
and
and my lesser known
hosted
friend
by
James,
me, James.
my unpopular friend
D.
James.
Me, JD, standing for James Dango.
Like you get your name changed to James Dangle, so we could just be JD and JD.
Technically, I could go by Jimmy Dango then.
All right. Well,
It's called The Orphans, and I think they're working on a new season currently.
yeah, the orphans.
The
If you want
Orphans.
to be a good person, go and support the orphans, both the podcast and real life.
And if you like listening to British people tell a fun story, go listen to The Orphans.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there it is.
there
So
it is.
Spotify, I have something to say about Spotify.
Uh-oh.
So, yeah, you know it's because it's here on the podcast. But
Exactly.
remember but way back when you were like, "Yo, the D&D podcast is finally on Spotify." So I was like, "Cool." So I click on the link, and it brings up my Spotify page. I already created an account and everything just so I could listen to the podcast on Spotify. And then I click the play button on it, and then it plays ads, like any other streaming service does.
Yeah.
So it's two like 30-second ads. I'm like, all right, fine, I'll sit through a minute of it, it's whatever. And then I listen to it, and then it pauses the podcast episode, and I'm like, oh, I have to like play it again. So I click the play button, and then it plays another two ads, and I'm like, okay. So then it pauses again, and I click play, and it plays another two ads.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I gotta say something. When I was switching over, I think the unlucky ones I couldn't salvage with switching it over.
Yeah.
So I might have just literally created two unlucky ones and just destroyed the episodes of the first one because I couldn't get the account off. So that might be the problem you were having.
I don't know, but all I know is I literally tried for like maybe 10 minutes max at trying to listen to the podcast. I didn't hear a single word. All I listened to were just ads. So I just sat through 10 minutes of ads I'm like, holy crap, how many ads does Spotify have? This is insane. So I just gave up, and I haven't listened. I haven't went back on Spotify since. So I'm like, screw Spotify. I'm just gonna pirate all my music. I'm joking. I don't pirate music. You can't hold me to that. You can't quote me on that. Next topic.
Oh shit! I have a rating.
Do you?
Yeah.
What does that? What does that mean?
Somebody rated one of the podcasts.
What do they rate it?
I don't know. Hold on. Let me see.
I don't think they rated it very good.
They gave it 5 stars, but I don't think they wrote a review.
That might have been me.
On Apple Podcasts?
Oh, never mind.
Who the fuck are you? Why didn't you write a review? I mean, thank you, but Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I was about to say, James, you were being awfully rude toward the person who gave you 5 stars.
I was just so surprised.
I mean, there's plenty of people who leave likes on the videos and never comment. I mean,
and those are the people we hate most.
And those are the people I can't stand. Like, why you leave a comment and not, or why you leave a like and not comment? Are you trying to passively aggressively tell me that this podcast is just adequate enough? It's not good enough, huh? It's like I guess I can like it, but it's not important enough for me to leave a comment. Thank you though. Your likes are deserved. You're well received.
But if you don't comment, we'll mark you down in our books, and one day we'll come after you.
Well, maybe if they do comment, then we'll just start making fun of them like we did with Fortniter. So
Fortniter will go down in history if we ever become something.
I mean, I'm just saying, dude. If the channel does get a little bit big, or at least gains a little bit of following, man,
Fortniter will be the first shirt.
like on the end credit scene, I'll add a little like big like special thanks to, and then Fortniter.
And you, Fortniter, you little
and
shit.
you, Fortniter. Thanks,
Fuck
dude. Because
you
of your encouraging words, I could continue this channel without any worries.
Fucker. Did he say fuck you or?
Yeah, he just said fuck you. That's his comment. Pretty crazy, huh?
What a great guy.
This channel was born from a dislike and a comment saying fuck you. The very first feedback.
Views, Fortniter. Where are your gods now, Fortniter?
Very first feedback I get ever is a dislike and a comment saying fuck you. Thank you, the viewers, for watching. It means so much to me. I don't think I'm ever going to make YouTube a career, though. It's just going to stay a hobby because it's super unreliable in terms of revenue. But if I do get a little bit of revenue, that's cool.
I'm sorry, are you telling me that YouTube does not support its users?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm telling you.
That's fucked. Hey, YouTube, what the fuck?
Yeah, James, and just because you said that, now this video is going to be demonetized. Thanks, dude.
Oh, no.
Thanks, dude. That's crazy. You're
crazy.
How dare you speak that way to a person who has 1.4K views on me?
1.5.
1.5. Did it get more views since then?
Oh, wait, no, it's 1.4. I've been saying 1.5 this whole time.
Yes, the 100 views makes a difference. Because that's like 100 people that click on it for like 5 seconds and be like, and click off. That's funny though. I didn't think it would be this early with me managing to get a video to have a discussion on it, because there's a little discussion in the comment section going on in that video.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, don't mind
And
if I pull
it's
it
about
up
like
and
a
read
30
through.
it's about like a 30-second cutscene that's in the video that I have, because most of the video is not about the title that I put it as. The title is kind of just really catchy, and and you can see from the title why. I guess
Angelic
people
and
would comment on
chaos,
it.
sexual tension.
Yes,
They're brothers.
I didn't know they were brothers, but it turns out they're adopted brothers. But it
That's
also
what I'm
turns
reading
out,
right now. Yes, but it's still kind of weird to ship them together because even though Kay is adopted, they're still brothers. That's like shipping Thor and Loki. Okay, but here's the thing.
people do ship that.
DC is literally doing that with Iris and fucking Flash on CW. It's gross. It's weird. They
Yeah.
even they even like acknowledge that in the wedding episode when one of the people are like, "Are you with the groom or the bride?" And fucking the detective father looks at him, smiles, and goes, "Both." And then it cuts back to the like a wedding coordinator. He's like, "What the fuck did you just say?"
I guess it is weird to have gay ancestral tones in 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 a video. But let's keep in mind, James, that Genshin Impact's not real, and Kaya and D Luke is how his name is pronounced is not real.
Are you telling me it's just a video game and maybe we shouldn't take it so seriously?
Well, I would love it if you take it seriously. At least, because at least, dude,
Never.
like when I saw that discussion, it brought tears to my eyes because I'm like, wow, people care. People care enough to actually comment on my videos. That means a lot to me. Thank you. Every Sunday, this podcast comes out.
Every
Like and
Sunday,
subscribe.
like and subscribe.
Raid Chat Legends, if you want to sponsor me now, now's the time.
Speaking of, we are not sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends,
No,
but
we're
we are
not.
sponsored by the like and subscribe button.
Exactly. Press it and subscribe. And then sometimes you get notified. But if you want to get notified for every video that I upload, which is daily, then click that bell icon next to the subscribe button. And then you will get notified. And then you will see my videos on your notification board. But yeah, I don't think I'll be making too many of those what was it? Those sexual videos. So yeah, it comes like once in a blue moon. You get it, James?
I
You
do.
get Did you get my joke?
I do. I get it.
Why do you sound like you sound like Pinocchio from the Meat Canyon animation now?
I'm laughing. Listen to me.
Speaking of YouTube, another thing in the crapshoot. Did you hear about PewDiePie being shadow banned for like a day? Or maybe it was
What
like a
happened?
few hours. Well, basically, he like uploaded a video, and it got like 50K views in like 2 hours or 3 hours, and everyone's like, "Huh, that's weird. He usually gets more than that." So then they like type in his username in the search bar. His channel doesn't pop up. His one video he did on Minecraft a year ago popped up, and that was it. So everyone's like, "Oh, they shadow banned him." And do you know what that is?
No.
Basically, a shadow ban is when you're not actually banned off the platform. You can still access it and upload stuff, but your content is like completely removed from the search algorithm, so you don't show up on the search. So that's what a shadow ban is. So yeah, that happened to PewDiePie for like a few hours. Pretty sure it was a mistake. They like corrected it, so it's fine now. But yeah, that was a thing that happened, and people were kind of worried. I hope my channel doesn't get shadow banned. I
Well, I
live
mean,
off of
why
it.
would it?
I don't know. Maybe because I uploaded a hentai like game video.
Yeah, probably.
I did that, and I also did 3 more with you. And one of my videos now, my most viewed video has gay incestual tones to it.
Yeah, but like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not really the gay part, it's more the incestual part, I think. Anyway, though, you can't criticize me on that because you watched it. Whoever viewers. I think there was one guy who watched that. He just left a comment like, "Paimon isn't food. I love Paimon." It has like nothing to do with the video. Hilarious stuff, dude. Keep commenting. It's good stuff.
If you stop commenting, we'll come and we'll find you.
Hey, if we get to 20 subscribers, I'll do a crapshoot power hour in person.
Constipation hour?
One whole hour of like power hour editing, but just longer. I meant Game Grumps power hour editing. Except that they have like multiple camera angles. We'll probably only have one.
Am I gonna be having to hold the camera, JD?
Huh? No, I mean you're gonna be in it too. You're in the crapshoot. Did you forget that you're the co-host?
I'm on a podcast.
James, one of these days you're not gonna make it to the podcast recording session, and we won't have like a backlog, and then I'm gonna have to just do a one-man podcast.
When that day comes.
When that day comes, I just want you to know. Ooga booga.
Ooga booga. It's
Ooga
a
booga.
spooky month.
Maybe I'll even do a little funny thing where I record myself twice and just talk to myself in a conversation.
Doing a me impression.
Yeah, I'll just like say it would be like super political too. I'll be like, I support the left side complete, and then like my other dude's just like, no,
No,
I'm super right.
It's gonna be my little my Discord character, like the fucking MODOK thing just floating around screen.
Yeah, except that if okay, tell me this, right? If someone doesn't know their directions like left and right, then how can they be political? Thank you for attending my TED Talk. I'm here all night. James, you right?
Yeah, I was about to make a joke, but I forgot it. I think I just remembered. You all know the phrase, shit or get off the pot. What if there was a third option? Hi, welcome to a really weird seminar.
Was that the joke?
Yeah, I don't know if the joke landed, but...
it might have landed with the viewers. What do you think? Leave a comment. Say that his joke was terrible. I didn't understand anything.
It's the return of Fortniter. Fuck you.
Fuck you, James. Or maybe you'll say fuck you to me. Be like, fuck you, JD. You didn't find that joke funny? How could you? How could you not find the joke of, hi, this is something, and welcome to this really weird seminar? Fun fact, James. Did you know there are more planes in the sea than submarines in the sky? The more you know.
Did you know I just had a stroke having to hear you say that?
Why? Because it was so true?
Because I couldn't handle it in my brain, JD. You know I have problems handling brain.
Are you a brain surgeon?
But
wow. By the way, James, I know we played a little bit of Phasmophobia, like in the past few days, but you know, I just can't shake the feeling that you don't find that very fun.
No, I do. I especially found getting actually scared for once very fun.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. Because sometimes I'm like talking to you about concepts in the game and you just don't reply to me. You don't say anything.
Oh, sometimes I just go quiet to just be quiet. It's not that I'm uninterested. I just don't talk a lot sometimes.
Yeah, James, it's really gratifying to know that we're recording a video with two people and one of them just doesn't talk. Why don't you rebrand your channel to be James Deaf Man?
We've all heard the expression shit or get off the pot. What if there was a third option? Hi, welcome to a really weird seminar.
You know, yeah, I did hear the clip, but I still don't understand the joke because I've never heard the expression.
I found it. I saw it in a Vine compilation. And I thought,
You
wow,
still watch what you watch Vine comp? What are those? What's that? What's Vine?
You're dead to me if you don't know what Vine is.
Sorry, I don't know what boomer stuff is.
Fuck off.
No, of course I know what Vine is. You still watch Vine compilations?
No, I just came across one the other day, and I'm like, I've got nothing better to watch. I finished The Orphans, and I was at a low point.
You know, this is me silently judging you because you watch Vine compilations instead of TikTok compilations.
I hate No, I've got to say this.
Yeah.
I hate compilations that say TikToks that radiate Vine energy because I've like tried to watch 5 of them. I have to stop like 1 minute in because none of them are funny.
Radiate any Vine
They're
energy.
just all the exact same joke as the previous compilation.
They don't pass the vibe check.
No, they don't. They don't pass the Vine check.
Don't say vibe check, James. When you
I
say
said
vibe check,
Vine.
it just sounds like some old dude saying vibe check.
I didn't say vibe check. I said Vine check.
Oh, Vine. That's even worse. I'm just kidding. Continue.
I just don't find them funny. My little sister wants me to get TikTok because she thinks I would love it. I don't. I see like maybe 1 or 2 TikToks every now and then. I think, oh, that's funny, but I know I'm
it's
not
funny because I think you would love it too. You know, because
No.
all the like old dads and stuff who are like in their 40s would love to go on TikTok and make fun of kids.
Yes, that's what they're getting on there for.
Yeah, so that's why I think you would love it because you're like, how old are you now? Like 47?
I'm 98.
Okay, fine. You know, it's a funny joke. You say you're an age like twice your current age. It's whatever, man.
My oldest sister sent a picture to our family chat that
Yeah.
had the title 2 years ago, and it was a picture of me when I was 12. And I made the comment, man, I got old in just 2 years, and she just said, yeah, you did.
They really do be like that sometimes. Did you have that weird growth phase? Like overnight, you wake up one night and you're like, I'm old now.
No, I think I can grow weird facial hair, so people think that makes me look older, but people forget I'm only 19.
Yeah, 19 times 3. Got him.
Every time I'd meet one of my friends' parents,
Yeah.
they'd always go, oh, so, like, how old are all of you? And they would all go through, and I'm like, oh, I'm 19. They're like, no, you're fucking not. I'm like, I really am.
Yeah, okay, but that's what every 29-year-old says.
Oh, no, that's being generous. She said 37.
Jesus Christ.
And then
I can't believe she got so close to your actual age. Your actual age of 49.
Did I tell you about how I met one of my brother's friends?
You did tell me that. Yeah. Not only did you tell me that, you told me that twice, one of them being on a podcast episode.
That's what really opened my eyes to people thinking I'm an old man.
I get mixed reports on how old people think I am. I think it just depends on what kind of haircut I have at the current moment. Because when I was working at the theater and I was working in box office, I've had many people come up to me and say various opinions on how old they think I am. The oldest being like, or when I was 16 working at the theater, the oldest was like, I was 19, and the youngest was like, I'm 12.
So
it's like a 7-year
working here.
It's a 7-year-old gap of like of like not only like teenage years, so 7-year gap of teenage years. I'm like, what the heck? Do I actually look that different? It's because so what basically is when I have a buzz cut like I do currently, I have like a 2 all over buzz cut, so I have like no hair. I look older.
So and you're telling me you don't look like your virtual amiibo character?
No, I don't look like my virtual avatar right now.
Virtual avatar.
I mean, I don't want to go back and since I don't use it that much, I don't want to go back and change it. I mean, because my virtual avatar kind of looks like me when I have long hair. So when I have long hair, Someone told me I look like Glenn from The Walking Dead, and then and they told me I look like I'm 14. So I look younger when I have long hair.
Sort of looks like a young Miyamoto.
What? My virtual avatar looks like every Asian person ever.
That has the split down the middle of their hair.
Yeah, that has like a split middle.
I was trying to find the guy that made Super Smash Brothers, but I can't remember his name.
I don't know. I don't play Super Smash. So,
Do
yeah.
I?
I only recently learned about them.
Fuck, I hit my microphone again.
James, okay. Please be professional, okay? Jesus.
Whenever am I?
Well, touche.
What sort of standard have I made for you that I am a professional?
No, I just have this expectation I put on people, you know? I'm like, I think you're an adult. And they're like, ha, you thought. Poop. Uh-oh, stinky. Haha, poopy. And it disappoints me to no end. Anyway, I was talking about Steve in Super Smash Brothers. And by Steve, I mean Minecraft Steve.
Hell yeah.
I recently heard about that. Very adult topics we're talking about here.
It's the greatest topic because it's literally the most unexpected thing ever.
Yeah, I did not expect that ever to happen.
I'm not a big Super Smash fan. My friends are. Yeah. And from what I was watching, all I can think is they're going to hate this, but I love it.
I think it's
such
hilarious.
A broken character.
Is he like really strong? I don't know.
He's just so like, you can fucking build, dude. You can literally build and just fucking fly around. You could fall off the stage and build your way back up. It's broken.
That's awesome. I love it.
It's so great.
And then, yeah, I'm pretty sure if you walk into the Smash community and then you just open the double doors, you walk into like the cathedral hall and you're like, I main Minecraft Steve, and everyone just like laser eye point looks at you. Like, say that one more time.
It's the fucking scene from Shaun of the Dead where the fucking British guy gets pulled out the window and just torn apart.
Yeah. But instead of the zombies, it's the Minecraft Smash. It's the Smash community.
I used the main Meta Knight in literally every version of Smash that had him.
Yeah.
And then I found out who Bayonetta was and how her character played, and I was like, cool. I can just cheese from the other side of the map with guns.
Cool. Anime-looking lady who has guns, I think.
Yeah, I used to do Wii Fit Trainer and just fucking pounce people with the fucking beach ball all the time.
What the fuck? I never played any Wii Sports type of games except for the first one ever. Wii Sports for the original Wii.
I played Wii Sports too, but it was so like much bigger and not what the first one was that I kind of just said eh.
I played Wii Sports or Wii Resort, I think it was called.
That's what it was, yeah. Wii
Resort. I played it on my friend's house when I went over, and I liked it better than Wii Sports original, but I liked the soundtrack for Wii Sports original better. Like the boxing end result match soundtrack. Down, do. Come on, man. That was my childhood. Beating up Matt was my childhood. Also tennis. I'm pretty sure I was like a professional in every sport in that game.
Get doubles in tennis and just get right at the.
Okay, listen. You
swing.
I don't know how many people figured this out, but when I was a kid, the baseball sport, you can cheese it when you're a pitcher. Because, so you know how like motion controls are always kind of jank.
Yeah.
So when you're a pitcher, what you can do is I think it determines how fast you throw the ball with how fast the motion is on your Wii remote. So what you can do is you can just like hold your Wii remote out and like just shake it like a protein shake like that, and you just like shake it really fast, and then it'll just do like a 120 mile per hour fastball. So I just yeah, so I just fucking cheesed it like that. And what you can do is when you press the buttons and certain button combinations make you throw different types of balls. So like if you press like A and B or just A, I think you throw a straight fastball, and if you just press B, you throw a screwball. So I just press B, so I'm throwing like 120-mile-per-hour screwballs, and then like none of the AI can hit it.
Not even Superstar Matt.
Yeah, it's just the easiest thing ever. Yeah, so I cheesed it like that. It was pretty funny. I was a kid, right, when I discovered that, I was like, "Oh my god, I'm a genius!
I am a god.
I'm a genius exploiting the system." It's like that. It's like I'm like typing on my keyboard. I'm in the mainframe. Yeah, no. I wish they had fencing, like they did in Resort in Wii Sports, because that was my favorite game mode. Because you could just smack the shit out of people with your fake fencing sword. I loved it. Anyways, Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5.
I like the design still.
No, what I wanted to talk about was their specs, I guess, from last time. They both seem to be like super good at running games and loading times. Like their loading times are like so good now. I remember one of the biggest problems I had with playing GTA 5 on my Xbox One was that it took like 10 minutes to load. But with an SSD now, it takes like a minute, maybe 2 minutes. So, hey, big improvements. Good job, guys. Except for PlayStation, I think. Did you hear about PlayStation's console update?
That they got the rights for the PS5 as a title.
No, that they would record players' voice chats in party systems and moderate them. That's what I was talking about. Well, clarification, it wasn't that. It was that they wanted you to know that other people can record your voice chat. So so PlayStation itself is not recording any voice chats. It's just that they're notifying that other people can have that option of recording your voice in voice chats. They also made the party system. They also made like a ton of changes to the party system, which made it worse. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure they made it so that open parties are no longer a thing. So now you have to create a party with like participants, like people. So you add people into a group, and then that's a party. But the thing is, if you have like another dude who wants to join the group, you have to make a whole nother group and add all those people in. So yeah, it's super inefficient, and people don't like it. But I don't play PlayStation, so it's not really a problem for me. Xbox I just wanted to bring it up. Gang. I also don't play Xbox that much either anymore, but yeah. I mean, ever since I finished Monster Hunter World, or the base game of it, I just stopped.
Oh boy, that Monster Hunter.
Dude, the Monster Hunter movie, I saw the trailer, like the full trailer that came out.
Oh, they put the full trailer out?
Yeah, they put the full trailer out.
Well, I'll have to watch it.
It's weird, to say the least. I don't think I'll watch it because I don't watch movies. But if you do decide to watch it, James, go ahead and you're gonna have another 10-second review here on the Crapshoot podcast.
What was my last one like?
It was something. It was about a boy, Brahm boy, or something.
Oh yeah, the boy.
Yeah, I was just like, the bit was I was just like, all right, give a 10-second review, go. And you were like, a boy, Brahm boy, good boy, Brahms
bad
boy.
Good boy, bad boy.
And you didn't even give it a rating.
Boy.
That was good stuff.
I think that really encapsulates what I mean when I say I have mud brain. If I'm ever given a task, I just break.
Yeah, dude. Well, I just won't give you tasks anymore. Like when we play Phasmophobia, I'll just be like, you could just do whatever. I'll just figure out what the ghost is.
Ruth Baker?
Ruth Baker? Yeah. I gotta tell you, dude. So you know how I play the game on my own, like just alone, right?
Yeah.
It's like an entirely different game when you're playing it alone. Because like when I'm playing with you, I'm focused. Most of my attention is like I'm thinking in my head like Jesus Christ, can James be any more useless? But when I'm playing it alone, it's like I have no other person to bounce jokes off of. So I'm just like I'm sitting there alone in the room or in the house, and I hear everything that's going on, and I'm like Jesus Christ, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna get killed. I've unlocked, but I've completed a couple of missions, and I've unlocked medium-sized maps. So we can do those.
Nice.
Nice.
I had to do no work.
No, you're gonna have to do work now. It's gonna be a pretty big place. The world's a small place, but it's also big. Abraham Lincoln, 1942.
Okay. I was
There's like 7 redundancies in that one sentence I said.
I was watching a YouTuber play Phasmophobia with his friends.
Which YouTuber?
All Sham No Wow. I always love coming back to his videos, especially to just constantly rewatch the Hunt Down the Freeman series he has.
Horrible game.
He's how I found out about it, and him playing it is what made me love the game.
It's disgusting.
Ironically. But he was playing it with, I think, it was Chilled Chaos, Gassy Mexican, and Sea Nanners. The entire old crew was back, which was fun to see.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you used to watch them back in the day, but they were like the best like parts of YouTube.
I don't think I didn't have that much. I wasn't super into the internet back when they were popular. I only hopped on when I think when like Vanoss took off, and I think that was after Sea Nanners.
Yeah, that was after Vanoss was like the more kid-friendly version of Sea Nanners.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I watched Vanoss and not Sea Nanners.
They're basically the same thing, but one's for kids and one isn't.
Yeah, that's great.
But I was watching them, and it was like watching 3 of me playing with one of you.
Jesus.
Just 3 complete idiots don't know how to open doors, use lights, or how to avoid ghosts when being hunted, while you're hiding in like a room as all the lights are flickering.
Yeah.
And we're just, what's happening? What's happening? We get the only experienced guy killed. Yeah, that was the best part. Is like Gassy Mexican was the only guy that knew what he was doing, and they were all just
he
yelling
died
and turning on their flashlights when they were being hunted, and ran into the room with Gassy. And he's
God
like, shut
damn.
the fuck up, and then he died. And then it was just the 2 idiots who locked each other out of the building while they were still being hunted.
Dude, that's hilarious. Yeah, dude, Phasmophobia is super fun. I didn't expect it to be as fun as I thought it was going to be, but it's just so interesting because it's like I'm gonna be honest, it's kind of like a puzzle game, and I do like puzzle games.
I think I might start recording it and uploading my view, just so I can prove that I do see ghosts.
I mean, yeah. If you don't know, viewers, when we played Phasmophobia, I don't usually see the ghost unless it's hunting. But James is always like, "Yo, you see that right there is a ghost," and I'm like, "What? You're fucking with me?
I'm literally not. Half the time when we're standing at the RV and I'm saying there's a ghost, that's when I'm lying. But
Yeah,
whenever
I know.
we're in the house and I see one, I swear to God, I'm telling the truth. When I set down the camera and turned around, there was a ghost literally walking up behind you.
Was it walking toward me?
It was walking right at you, and it stopped the moment I turned around, and it just disappeared. That's the one that scared me.
Good to know. Good to know. Did you know Phasmophobia has been developed by one person?
Yeah, I heard about that.
Damn, bro. Dude, props. It's a good thing that your game is getting so much traction, so much exposure. That's great. Hopefully you don't mess it up with microtransactions or whatever is going to make the people angry.
I'm going to be angry if he doesn't increase the storage of glow sticks, okay?
It's fine if you keep the glow sticks at 2. They're really kind of useless.
Or more. Don't let me buy some if I can't put them all in.
Yeah, you know what? They don't want idiots throwing glow sticks all over the
Glow
place.
stick deployed. I wanna get like a stream deck so I can just switch my audio to have like
Glow stick deployed.
yeah, so I could just have glow stick deployed, but in the radio voice, just
Are you
the
going to become a Twitch
playing.
streamer, James?
I am.
Are you going to draw on those? Did you know the statistic for Twitch streamers of who's popular and who isn't?
Oh, who?
I think it was like if you average 10 views a stream, you're in like the top 20% of Twitch.
Damn.
I'm pretty sure it's something like that, but it's some ridiculously low number of viewers per stream. But like if you manage to get it, you're technically like in the top percentage of Twitch streamers. That's
Before
crazy though.
I tried streaming once. I've tried
Yeah.
streaming twice now just to get everything set up, and they're like test streams.
Yeah.
But the first time I tried streaming was when I had my shitty internet. I had like gotten everything set
Oof.
up,
Yeah.
and I turned it on, and it like lasted half a minute
Yeah.
before crashing.
I tried streaming like 2 years ago, and it was horrible. It was super laggy, and my voice was always cut off. And I have the same internet as I did when I did that stream, so I'm not going to stream. Period. Man, I wish I could be the sick VTuber streamer that gets 1 million subs, but not today.
Are you gonna try doing VTuber with Phasmophobia?
Maybe actually, because I figured out that the one of the great things about horror games is you can see the fear in people's eyes as they play. But at the same time, if I set up my VTuber model as I'm playing Phasmophobia, it's just gonna reflect my like current expression, which is just neutral. Like I know it might not sound like it in my videos, but I just have a neutral face throughout everything.
I
Even
don't
when I'm
think I've
laughing,
ever
I
seen
laugh with a
Jody
neutral.
smile once.
I laugh with a neutral face, which is why my VTuber model kind of looks like it does, and it doesn't have any expressions. It's just because it's exactly like me. I'm pretty sure it has
And then
expressions
there's
programmed into
me.
it. I just don't do it.
I like how the one that you've designated as me also looks like the fucking character from the Goofy movie. The fucking god, the pop star guy with the giant glasses.
Yeah, I couldn't figure out how to put glasses on my model, so it just doesn't have glasses, which is fine. It's whatever.
It's just the giant visor.
Like if you imagine glasses on my VTuber model, that's what I look like actually.
You gave him the fucking Homestuck glasses. Giant unnecessary triangle glasses that make no sense.
That's funny. Hold on, I'll be back in like 10 seconds. Entertain the viewers.
Hi, welcome to James's 10-second review. I'm here to talk about The Orphans. The Orphans good, yes. Yes, very good. Political drama. It was really good. They're only 6-minute podcasts, but the real bigger ones, they're so good. They're very well made. They're very entertaining, and it's always nice to listen to British people talk.
All right, James, no one cares. Back to the
10-second review
podcast.
over.
Cool.
Brahms, good boy.
Good boy.
Brahms
Brahms boy. That part always gets me, dude. Jesus. Sometimes I go back through when I'm making highlights of this podcast. I'm listening back to him and I'm like, Jesus, I did not find this funny. But James was just dying to it. Like especially that the poop bit, like the juicy poop bit that we did. You were dying laughing to that, dude. And I was sitting there.
I have to say that I hate toilet humor. I don't find it funny. I get it's like
I think it's funny.
simplest form of entertainment. Haha, he farted. Haha, shitty. But I don't find
That's all
funny.
it takes. That's all I need.
Okay, fucking.
I mean, I say that, but I don't laugh at it.
Yeah. I was laughing at how big the waveform and how none of his other content is like that except
Oh
for those
yeah,
two
sure.
videos.
That's exactly how it was
It's fucking
interpreted. That's how everybody who looks at that is like, oh, when he says juicy poop, he's laughing at the waveform and not because it's juicy poop.
It's such a fucking big waveform, but everything else around it was small.
Small.
And it's the fact that none of his other content is like that either.
Yeah, I guess that's, yeah, it's weird. But hey, if you ever do decide to stream like a game or something, I'll hop on.
Shit
Maybe.
on me for my shitty stream.
No, I mean I won't hop on to view the stream. I'll play the game with you if you want to. But I can't stream myself, so I'll when James's Twitch channel picks up, I'll link it, maybe.
If it picks up. Okay, Mr. 1.4K views. I don't think I'm ever gonna fucking hit that with anything, but
Well, I mean it's just because I've gone for the quantity over quality type of approach, where I just upload as much shit as I can, and hopefully one of the shits is juicy. You know what I'm saying?
throw it at the wall, hope it sticks.
Exactly. And most of them are dry poops, but that one juicy poop is like, wow, it's real sticky.
We're looking for the big waveform, boys.
We're looking for the stick.
Yeah.
By the way, did you see the new Hunt the Freeman episode I uploaded?
I did. I watched it the other day.
How was
Oh wait,
it?
shit.
It's
Did you
not
put
too
it in the
bad,
third
right?
episode? No, it's really good. You definitely captured the fucking stupidness of the game.
Yeah, I was listening back to it, and like 90% of the footage we did was just like, oh look, we killed a dude. We're gonna go over here. But like
Danger
the
close.
the 10% where it's like we're making jokes like danger close, and we're zooming in on these characters' faces and laughing at them. I really tried to just I played the game. I fucking so
You played the game.
yeah. Well, I mean that's part of the one that was like it was absolute hell for me, but I had to go back into the game and play it by myself to kind of re-film what we did during that session. And the bad thing was that we didn't save at all during the entire time we played. So I had to play the game back from the beginning.
From like the beginning?
Yeah, from the beginning. Or we made a checkpoint like right when he got out of the hospital, I think. And then I had to play it from there.
Ooh.
So, but it wasn't that bad actually. It only
Oh.
took me like 20 minutes maybe because I just speed ran through the whole thing. I figured out that you don't actually have to kill anything in the game to progress. You just have to go.
I know that's the great thing. You could literally do a pacifist run of the game if you wanted.
Yeah, so
It's so shitty.
turns out that you just have to or so like the what was it? Like the hour and 40 minutes that we played of that game we could have played in like 30 minutes.
But why? Why
Like
would
the
we do
gameplay, man.
something the easy way?
Yeah, why would we do that when we can just sit back and appreciate a toilet for like 10 minutes? Appreciate toilet design for 10 minutes. You know we did that, right? Do you remember
Was it
that?
really 10 minutes?
No, it wasn't 10 minutes. It was more like 5 minutes. Where we went into a diner, we looked at a bathroom, and you were like, you just have to take a second to appreciate this bathroom design. And then we just freaking like we shag on it for like 5 minutes. And that was the entire thing.
3 sinks, 1 cabinet, 1 open stall that's made of wood in a tile-filled bathroom.
Yeah.
Geniuses built
It's
this
a
building.
one person bathroom with one toilet, an open stall, and 3 sinks. Yep.
I like how the guy who made the fucking Hunt Down the Freeman game didn't even want to really use any, like, he didn't want to make any new assets, so he just used a bunch of old ones from Half-Life.
Yeah.
But even then, he didn't, like, go through the effort of using a lot. Like,
Yeah.
there are so many different, for some reason, there's a bunch of different toilet designs in Half-Life. And rather than use any of them, he used one and just put a bunch of sinks in the bathroom. He doesn't, he doesn't use doors.
That's awesome. That's really cool. Well, I mean, most of it was all right. You know, when I speed ran through the game, it was okay. There's just one part that really got on my nerves every time that I go through it, and it was the train when you have to stand on top of the train and with the Gatling gun and shoot down the alien airships. There's no way you can skip it, and you have to kill like 20 of them.
Yeah.
That part is just dumb.
There's
It's
no way you can
unfun
save
because there's
Colonel
no way you can
Q.
die. You just have to sit there and shoot them.
You couldn't save Colonel Q. You couldn't save Larry.
We didn't even
Played
see
by
them die
Sky
either.
Williams.
They just died off screen. They pulled like a I forgot that one guy's name in The Thing, the original The Thing, but he dies off screen.
Oh, I don't remember either.
Yeah, I just knew he was black. He's like a young black dude. Gets pulled off screen by like Blair thing and gets killed.
Oh,
Clarence? I want to say Clarence, but I don't think it's Clarence.
Clarence Butterby.
Yeah, because that character kind of reminds me of Clarence Butterby from our D&D podcast.
Oh, it's the guy who had the skates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Child?
Fuck.
No?
No, Childs was Keith. No, not Keith David. Keith David was in They Live.
Scoots?
Childs was the other guy who survived.
Childs was the other. Yeah, wasn't he like the crap, I forgot if he was like the doctor or the guard.
The guard, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What'd you think about the Thing prequel?
Me and my brother just talked about this on the other podcast.
Yeah, 'cause I kind of want to talk about scary movies because it's October.
Spooky month.
Spooky month.
To be honest, I think it's a pretty okay movie.
I don't know. I didn't think it was that bad. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it uses way too much CGI in my opinion, especially since they made a bunch of practical stuff. That's always something I complain about. If you can do something practically, always go for it. Like,
Yeah,
they
that's
made
a
a
thing you
practical
have.
suit for Jar Jar for Star Wars, and instead they're like, let's CG the fuck up.
Yeah, dude.
And made a gross wobbly character.
Well, I mean, I don't know about you, but for me, CG kind of freaks me out more than practical.
Yeah, CG, like, freaks you out legitimately, or like...
Yeah, because I would just look at it, I'm like, Jesus, that doesn't look right.
Oh, okay. Because of the uncanniness. Okay.
Yeah, because it's just uncanny. Like practical effects, I'm like, ooh, that's cool and scary. But CG effects, I'm like, that's weirdly semi-real, semi-not real, and it fucks with me more.
It's gross, but in a bad way.
Yeah, because I think when I watched the Thing prequel, I was younger, and I think I watched it when it came out because my father watched it, and he was like, you need to watch this with me, and I'm like, all right.
Right, that's what my brother was like, because he loved the Thing and everything, and he's like, oh, they're making a prequel, we gotta see it. And I thought it was a sequel, to be honest.
Yeah, my father was like, I love the original Thing, so you gotta watch this new Thing with me. And I remember when I was a kid, my most scary scene was when, I mean, looking back at it now, it's kind of stupid, but it was the scene where they're in the helicopter, and like his like face splits in half. And as a kid, man, you know, when you see something like that, it's like, oof.
Because in the trailer, that was the scary scene.
I didn't see any trailers when I watched that movie.
Oh, that was the reason I found that scene scary as a kid.
Was the trailer?
Mm-hmm. Because that was like the big scene they would keep playing.
Yeah, no, that was like, everything in that movie was unexpected for me. And then we watched the original Thing when I was a kid. Like, we watched the Thing original after the prequel original Thing. So when I watched it as a kid, I was like, this is much better. Because it was all practical.
Yeah, it is a far better movie. It does a better job.
I thought it was more interesting because, well, I mean, because as a kid, you're more afraid of like upfront things like sound like jump scares and like scary like grossness or gore on screen. But like the fear of the original Thing was more of like paranoia, right?
Right.
Like you can't trust these people. But like when as a kid, you don't understand that. So I wasn't scared of the original Thing because I was just like, ooh, funny headman go boom.
Headman go Bert.
I'm ashamed to say, but you know, I wasn't always the 5-head, 3,000 IQ genius I am now.
Impossible.
When I was a kid. I would say though that I guess we can end off with some growing up stories, huh?
Oh,
So do you remember when you first? I'm gonna be super philosophical. Do you remember when you first attained? What was it? Like I forgot what they called it, but when you first had the thought like, man, what am I gonna do in the future? What am I gonna be in the future?
for a second, I thought you were about to say, like, do you remember what your first memory was? I'm like, of course I do. It's the most painful moment of my life.
What the fuck? What
That's
is
a
that supposed to
story.
mean?
I'll explain afterwards, but
Hmm.
fuck, what was the question? The first moment I knew I had to grow up?
Yeah. Okay. So like the first moment you were like self-conscious, like you had the thought like you had the thought that like what you were doing at the moment wasn't as important as what you were going to be doing like in the future, or like you don't know what you're going to do in the future, and that makes you have a weird feeling. Do you know what I'm saying? Have you ever had that kind of moment?
Probably middle school.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, life, everything had been like, hey, you're a kid, you don't have to worry about shit. In middle school, it was like, yeah, that's true, but also fuck you.
Yeah, that's true. But also, have you heard of working for money?
What?
What?
Wait, I'm sorry. I could earn more than $1?
Hmm.
$1 can buy more things?
Right. Self-awareness. That's the term I was thinking of. So basically, when you first
That
speak, because you know, like the kids, they're not like actually super self-aware because they're kind of just live in the moment. But like the minute you get like super self-aware, then it's like, whoa, you're an adult now, almost.
oh, yeah, I would say middle school, yeah.
Because I remember the first time I had that like realization, and it like changed. I'd say it hit me different because I got it when I was
Yo,
in.
that shit hit different.
Yeah, this shit hit different, dude. I was super based. No, I was in I
What?
remember me being in fifth grade, the first trimester of fifth grade. Um, so like elementary school, and I remember that the first trimester of fifth grade, I was being a complete ass as a kid. I was like a super brat, and I annoyed all my teachers, and or I annoyed all my teachers because I was smart, so I did my work and everything, but I acted like an asshole. So I kept getting like behavioral like notices from my parents and lunch detentions because I kept doing shit to my teachers that I
JD,
didn't
bad
like.
boy.
I know I wasn't a very good kid.
Bad boy?
Yeah.
JD boy.
Brahms boy.
Boy.
Yeah, so it was when I think my friend it's mostly because of my friend. I'm gonna blame it on my friend and me because we kept like talking during when the teacher's talking and like making loud jokes and stuff. And then he got transferred to like another class or something. And then like after that for like a couple days I was just like silent because I didn't have any other friends to kind of bounce off of in that class. And like just I remember one night or one morning I woke up and I was just like, does elementary school really matter? Is is what
Oh,
I is what I do in elementary school change what I'm gonna be like in the future? What so like I had this realization that was like it doesn't really matter what you do in elementary school because after elementary school is middle school, and after middle school is high school, and after high school is college maybe, and after college is a job. And I'm like, I'm at the elementary school level. Does what I do in the elementary school level affect what I do in the middle school level? And then when I was thinking that, I was just like, oh shit, I have a long way to go.
oh shit, I'm having an existential crisis.
Yeah, so then I became depressed, and then yeah, that's it. And here we are now, like 10 years later. Yeah, because at that time I was just like, shit, I'm a kid and I can't do anything on my own, and that made me depressed. By depressed I mean like sad. I wasn't like actually depressed, I don't think.
Okay,
So
I'm
yeah.
sorry. I'm sorry to ruin this. I know this is a serious moment, but when you
No, it's
said
just
I
an
was a
interesting moment.
kid, all I could all I could think about was the Splatoon song. You're a kid, you're as you're like talking
What the
about,
heck?
I was depressed as a kid, and I'm like, oh no.
No, I wasn't actually depressed as a kid. I was just like, I guess I was just more serious as a kid then. I'm pretty sure I'm more serious. I was more serious as a kid when I was than I am now. Seriously.
You're
Yeah.
more seriously serious than you were
Yeah.
serious
So
before.
after that point, I didn't get any more lunch detentions, and all the teachers were like, "Wow, you really turned around." I was like, "Thanks."
I really didn't.
They're like, "Wow, you changed so much. You grown up." I'm like, "Thanks. I love growing up."
Yeah, I realized my mortality.
Wow, it's great. I love being on autopilot for like the next 7 years.
Okay, Bart Simpson
And
edit.
then I played Minecraft and it was all better. Because around fifth grade is when Minecraft came out, so I was like, awesome.
Fun, fun, fun,
Bum
fun,
bum
fun,
bum
fun,
bum.
fun, fun.
Ba-da-doo.
Okay, we.
Okay.
What was your first memory?
First ever memory?
Yeah.
I don't remember. If I try to remember all the way
Like, what's the
back,
thing that you can remember the clearest?
I think, yeah, the clearest memory I have when, like, the youngest that I ever was I think I was like, I don't remember what age I was. I just know that it was before this realization of mortality.
Jesus
It was
Christ.
before fifth grade, and I remember I think I woke up in the middle of my room because I slept alone. I was old enough to sleep alone. I woke up because I had to pee in the middle of the night, and so I went to the bathroom, or I looked around my room, everything looked normal, and I went to my room and I took a piss. Then I came back and I saw like this weird. I think it was like a weird optical illusion or something, where there's like some. It looked like a little like a figure sitting in the corner of my room, and it looked like a ghost to me when I was a kid. So I was like spooked out about it. So I sat back into my bed and like I pulled the covers up and I just like looked. I just stared at it, and I was just like, damn, that really looks like a person sitting there.
I swear to God,
Yeah.
Paper Mario was sitting in that chair.
No, dude, it looked freaky to me, dude. It looked like a little girl with like a dress sitting in the corner.
Annabelle?
Yeah, sort of like that. But it was like all black. My room was pitch black, so like I couldn't
Oh,
see it.
that was a character you haven't unlocked yet. That's why.
Yeah, it was like one of those Lego Star Wars silhouette characters that you haven't unlocked. So I was like sitting there. I was in my bed looking at it. I'm like, Jesus, should I say something to it? Maybe go up to it and, and touch it. Because when I was a kid, my parents were really adamant about being like, things you see in horror movies aren't real, and like ghosts aren't real and stuff. And I'm like, okay. So I understood that as a kid, I was probably seeing something that wasn't there, but I just couldn't shake the feeling. So then, yeah, I went to sleep like that.
Sorry, I had to mute for a second there.
Yeah, it's you. I noticed. Anyway, so that was my earliest memory. What
Huh.
about you, James?
Um, so I remember being 3 when this happened, but
Bullshit. No, I'm just kidding. Continue.
I remember being 3 when this happened, but my sisters and brother always say I was 4. But I remember my 4th birthday happening afterwards, which is
Hmm.
why I'm so convinced that I was 3 and everything. But
Yeah.
I woke up on a couch in the house we used to live in. It
Yeah.
was a very small house that like had like 3 bedrooms maybe.
Yeah.
I had to live with like my brother and my sister, while my
Hmm.
oldest brother had his own room, and then
Yeah.
there was my parents' room. But like my oldest brother, his room was like in the garage or something.
Yeah.
I'm like trying to remember this layout, and it was all weird. And then the door to his room was right next to where I was asleep. I don't
Hmm.
remember anything. I don't know who these people are. I don't know where I am. I just woke up, and I see my
Oh.
dad and my mother are standing in the kitchen. like washing dishes, and I'm just like walking up. I open the door to his room. I go in and I climb up to his dresser, where I
Yeah.
find a bottle, like a spray bottle, sitting up there.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at it, and I'm so confused because this is my first time interacting with this. I don't know what this fucking thing is.
Right. Spray bottle.
And I pushed down on it,
Yeah.
and I sprayed cologne in my eyes from an inch away.
Yeah.
And I fell off the dresser, hit the ground.
Oof.
And the next thing I remembered after that was my dad holding me in the sink trying to wash my eyes out while he's yelling while I'm just freaking out about the situation in general.
I thought you were about to say the next thing I remember is me on a chair, tied up, bent over, and then my dad puts this wet like rag on my face and starts saying, "Hold your breath," and he pours water on my face.
The best memory I have after that was my
Your
brothers
fourth
and my
birthday?
sister tying me to a chair in our kitchen, and my brothers trying to perform the the uh, the torture thing where they put a rag over your face and pour water on
Waterboarding,
you.
yeah.
They tried to waterboard me.
Yeah,
They had tied me to the chair with their taekwondo belts,
that's awesome.
and they just kept pouring water on me, but they weren't like doing it properly. They would just like kind of splash it on, or then they would just like dribble like little drops on my forehead.
Mm. What do you mean?
And then they,
All right,
w-
wait, no, never mind. Continue.
and then they left me in there, and my parents came home and found me tied to the chair, completely soaked.
Are you joking right now?
I am not making a single second of this up.
Hmm. So how was it?
I remember being weirdly calm during it.
This is a controlled experiment.
No,
No, no lab participants were hurt.
I wasn't like I wasn't a participant. Let's make this clear. I wasn't participating.
Oh,
I was being forced into it, but I was just calm about it for some reason. That's all I can remember.
good to know.
Like I remember just saying, "Hey, I'd like a drink of water." My brother goes, "Oh yeah," and then I think he just splashed it in my face, and I'm like, "Oh, that's not what I meant at all."
It's like that meme of like, can you throw me another Capri Sun? You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, that's exactly what it was like. The same brother that just splashed the water in my face is the one I do the podcast with.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
what I
was
was gonna say is, you said a small house, 3 bedrooms, small house.
well, technically, like it was 2 bedrooms where we had like 3 kids crammed into it, and then there was the garage which we converted into a bedroom.
Yeah, because I was about to say like small house. My current house has 3 bedrooms.
Like again, like I was saying, it was like that wasn't right. Technically, the garage doesn't count as a
Yeah,
bedroom, so we converted
yeah,
it.
James. I'm a little bit triggered. And on that note, let's end the podcast. Thank you guys for watching or
We
listening,
had an
I guess.
awesome backyard from what I remember.
James, I'm trying to end the podcast right now.
Oh man, and we had this cool gate where we had two giant, a German Shepherd and a Rottweiler.
The Crapshoot podcast, hosted by me, JD,
God, they
and
were such
my
nice dogs. I remember
co-host James, comes out every Sunday. If you want to keep on to date when the podcast comes out exactly, it comes around 10 o'clock, I'd say. Go ahead and subscribe. Leave a like. Leave a comment saying that you don't like James and you want me to replace him with someone else. And then
like who
hit the notification bell. Me?
Who could you replace me with?
I can replace you with me, future
Oh, yeah.
me, post-production me.
Good luck doing that next week.
Just kidding. So yeah, that's it. Bye.
Thank you all for listening to the Crapshoot podcast. I have been your host, Jimmy and/or James.
We need to have merch.
And this has been my co-host, Jimmy.
I'm gonna make some merch. It's gonna be like a parachute with a crapshoot design on it.
Oh, I was gonna say we're gonna do that. The boy, good boy, Brahms.
Bye, boys.